Hi guys, welcome back to Basic English Tutorial, and I'm happy to say you that I'm gonna start a new playlist that consists of all the English syllabus of 2021 of SCERT Telangana 10th class. Okay, the aspirants or the students who are staying at home in this lockdown, they have a good opportunity. All the syllabus I will be covering in my videos, so don't forget to subscribe and follow my channel such that you are going to get all the syllabus. You will study each and every part of the book, and before the completion of public exams, I'll close the syllabus. So be thorough with this channel. I hope you understand, and let us enter into the topic, that is UNIT-1 and reading A. We has the topic as attitude is altitude. Mainly the unit name is considered as personality development. So this will help us to motivate ourselves in the life, and how we have to face the problems and all those things, whatever needed, the stuff needed for our life. This unit is going to teach us, so it is very interesting. No worry, and everything crystal clear. I try to teach you. Okay, see, the reading A, that is named reading A lesson named as attitude is altitude. So what is the meaning of attitude? Firstly, so everybody having a specific way of reacting to the situation or the problem, so that is called as attitude. So many of the people will use he has a good attitude, but we actually doesn't know. So attitude means that the person behaves according to the situation or the behavior, we can think. So this attitude will make you to go to altitude. Altitude means what? This is the familiar word in the subject of social. So altitude in the sense having a high distance or a high position. So that is called as altitude. So if your attitude or your behavior or you are reacting to the situation is good, then you will be staying in the altitude. So that is the main theme of our lesson. It is going to teach us how our attitude should be and how we can be in the altitude. I hope you understand very clearly the title. Now let us enter into the topic. So here I'll be reading, and you try to follow with your textbook. Wherever you get a meaning, try to write there, such that while you are revising, it will be easy for you to revise. Okay. See, imagine having no arms or arms to stretch in the morning to help you scratch that itch, to allow you to wrap your arms around your loved ones. See here, imagine you does not have arms in the sense hands. Okay, every morning as soon as you get up, you are going to stretch it. Stretch means extend your arms. So if you does not have any arms to stretch like that, how is your position, how you are going to stay? Next, to help you scratch that itch. Scratch means what? So we are going to rub where we are going to get itch. Okay, rub. In Telugu, in the local language, we call it as gokada. Okay, so scratch that itch. Itch means what? It is a type of sensation where we need to scratch. That is called as itching. Okay, dorada in Telugu language. Okay, so here, to help you to scratch that itch, you does not have any arms. How is your position? To allow you to wrap your arms around your loved ones. So suppose when we see our loved ones, what we are going to do? Loved ones means upon whom we have a lot of love, like parents or brothers, sisters, likewise. So are the kids. So, but what is going to happen is when you see them, you are going to wrap your hands. Wrap means move your hands around them, and you are going to hug them. Your friends mostly you are going to see. So here, what is going to happen? You think that he does not have any arms to wrap like that. What is your position? Now let us go on. It is a very hard, I think. We cannot do all these things. This is a familiar things, commonly we do, but if he does not have arms, how we can perform this task? It is very critical thing, you know. Okay, so next, imagine having no legs to pebbles down the street. So here, what is happening is, when we are kids and you are also, while you are walking, simply we won't walk. Why? Because we are more than the monkeys, isn't it? So that's why what we are going to do, simply we are going to kick the pebble. Pebble means nothing but a stone. Okay, we are going to kick it on the road while we are walking in the street. Understood? So suppose you does not have any leg, how you are going to kick the pebble? Next, to walk or run. So without legs, how can you walk? You want to run, but if you does not have legs, how you are going to run? To bicycle. So if you want to ride a bicycle and you does not have legs, what is your position? Next, or skateboard. Skateboard means, you know, the board on which they are going to travel, move, isn't it? That is called as a skateboard, and you does not have any legs to move on that. So what is your position? Or get from point A to point B. Suppose you want to travel a distance from one point to other point, understood? And you does not have legs. How you are going to? You can have an idea, sir. No problem. We have a bicycle and buses and all those things. But you know, if you want to go to washroom, how you go? You need a you are going to carry a bike or bicycle or a bus. It's not possible. Understood? So in order to move from point A to point B, any area, okay, we need legs. But without that legs, how we are going to perform the task? Then imagine both advance. So writer have given a clear idea. Suppose if you have no arms, how you are going to perform certain tasks like stretching your arms and all those things, scratching the itch. And if you does not have legs, what is your position? How you are going to walk, bicycle, skateboard, or kick the pebble and do all those things? It is very hard in both the separate ways, but now the writer is combining both of them. Suppose you does not have arms and does not have legs, what is your position? How you are going to perform all these tasks? So to perform every task compulsory, it is approximately needed hands and legs. Understood? So without that, what is the position? So here we are going to learn about a great person, so who is going to motivate us very well. His name was Nick Vujicic. The pronunciation is Vujicic. Okay, so which is what Nick Vujicic has faced his whole life. Write down the pronunciation Nick Vujicic. Okay, Vujicic. In your local language, you can write. Okay, so has faced his whole life. So complete his life, he does not have any arms and legs. Okay, that is the position. Have you heard something like this before? Did you hear this type of stories before? So mostly we have heard the persons without arms and the persons without legs, but both at once approximately we didn't probably we didn't listen this sort of the situations. But here we are going to learn in this lesson. See, coming to the next paragraph, Nikoichis was born with no arms and legs. This man does not have any arms or legs. So he does not have two arms, he does not have two legs. So what is his position? How he led his life is our lesson. So we have everything and he does not have anything, but how he succeeded and why we are not going to succeed. So all those a beautiful, you can find a psychological class. Okay, see here. Nick Vujicic was born with no arms and legs, but he doesn't let the details stop him. So this is a think this is an important line. See, in the exam, he is going to ask. So what are the details? So did not stop him, or he may be asking, giving the line. He doesn't let the details stop him. What is the meaning of the sentence? So here you are going to get in the paragraph. See, what are the details? What the details he has? He has no arms and he has no legs. So that is the details. But these details did not stop Nick. Understood? Though he does not have no arms and legs, that details did not stop him to succeed in his life. That is the main meaning of the sentence. You try to remember that. The brave 26-year-old, the brave 26-year-old. So this person, our writer is saying his story from the age of 26. He started at the 26. So here, this man, when he was 26 years old, clearly the writer mentioned that brave. He's not a man of afraid. He's not a man of fearful. Okay, so he's a very brave man, and his age was 26 years old at the time, who is mainly a torso, and this man is considered as torso. Torso in the sense having the main body and without arms and legs. So that situation is called as torso. Remember that word, without arms and legs, only having the main part of the body is called as a torso. So he was a brave man. He was 26 years old and he was a torso. Okay, so the brave 26 years old who is mainly torso. This sentence is called as a clause. We'll study in the grammar part. Okay, plays football and golf, swims and surfs despite his having no limbs. See here, this man, this torso man, plays football and golf. So both the games, football, okay, which is going to play with the foot. He did not. He used to play that football, though he does not have arms and legs. Next, golf, which is very played with the arms, but he does not have. Then also he have played. So how he played them, we'll study in the next paragraphs. Swims and surfs. He also swims. He is going to swim, though he does not have legs and arms. How is it possible? It's possible. Okay. So and next serves in the image you can see from the textbook. Having a board, they are going to move in that. So that is called as a surfing. Okay, so surfing. See here, he plays football and golf, swims and surfs, despite having no limbs. No limbs in the sense does not have arms and legs. Then also he did all these games. So what are the games you are playing? So you should know about it. Next, third paragraph. Nick has a small foot on his left hip, which helps him balance and enable him to kick. So he has small foot. Okay, small partial foot is there. Okay, so feet, foot, you need to understand. So he has a small foot, singular foot, feet both. So he have a small foot on his left hip, left side of hip. He has an attachment of a small foot, so which help him balance and enable him to kick. So that foot helped him to balance his body, and also that food enabled him to kick the ball or the pebble or whatever it might be. So that only the small food treated him or helped him as a leg. Understood? So he uses his one foot to type. By using that small foot, he also has one more ability, that is typing computer. He types computer with that small foot, write with the pen. So he also take the pen with that foot and he writes it, and also pick things up between his toes. So he also catch or grabs some things with his toes. Toes means the fingers. Whatever the fingers that is attached to the small foot, which was attached to the left hip, with that he grabs something else. I catch some material. Understood? That helped him as a hand also. Understood? So it is helped him to balance. It helped him to play games or kick, and it helped him to grasp the things. Understood? Or catch the things. So that is a very useful with his small foot. And also you can find, coming to the next paragraph, I call it my chicken drumstick, joked Nick, who was born in Melbourne, Australia, but now lives in Los Angeles. I would be lost without it. So Nick Vujicic is saying that I call it. So he's going to call that small food as chicken drumstick. You know, drumstick means the stick that is used to beat a drum, and it is he treated it as a small chicken. Understood? You can find we are very interested to eat leg piece, isn't it? So same way he was just treating his leg, okay, chicken drumstick, and he just joked it. Okay, this man who was born in Melbourne. So you can find two sentences that is also using uh, clauses. Okay, so this sentence you can also find this sentence is used as a clause. We'll study in the uh, next grammar part. Okay, so I call it my chicken drumstick, joked Nick. So who was born in Melbourne. So he took birth in the city called as Melbourne, which is situated in Australia. But now he was living in Los Angeles. So he was living in the Los Angeles, America. I would be lost without it. So he also said that if I does not have that chicken drumstick or that small foot that is attached to the hip, if it was not there, I think I was a loser. I would be lost all the life. By such a way, it doesn't mean that he would be lost, but it means that that helped him a lot to become successful in his life. That he was explaining. Okay, next. Next paragraph. Due to his faith as an evangelical Christian, Nick has chosen to remain a virgin until his marriage. So what had happened here is, see, Nick how has a faith. So he has a faith as an evangelical Christian. Evangelical Christian means the person who usually believes in the Jesus Christ, and he has a great faith towards the Christianity, and he is going to spread it. Means he is going to say about it. So this man was an evangelical Christian. The partial part will be there, means the person who perfectly becomes a Christian, so he's called as an evangelical Christian. So he has a great faith towards it, and Nick has chosen to remain a virgin until marriage. Until marriage, he was a virgin. Virgin in the sense he acted very properly. He behaved very properly, and he was a good man. Why? Because he has a faith in as an evangelical Christian. There is a rule according to the Christianity. So that's why he remained as a virgin until the marriage. Until the marriage, he was a good man. Next paragraph. He is a very modest, but he gets marriage proposals from women all the time. He was very modest in the sense he have no ability to estimate others, but he usually gets marriage proposals from the women. So women in the sense that the girls are used to propose him. Though he was modest, he is not able to estimate others. Then also he is going to get marriage proposals from women all the time. All the time they used to propose. These all sentences, just remember why, because in the next part of the lesson we'll be uh, using them. So see, he is very modest, but he gets marriage proposals from women all the time, said Nick's friend and a publicist, Steve Appel from Los Angeles. So here, this statement, he was a modest, but always he used to get the proposals from the women. This sentence or the statement was given by Nick's friend. What is the work of Nick's friend is publicist, who is going to publish something else, called as a publicist. So he was a publicist. His name was Steve Apple. He was a publicist, and his name was Steve Apples. So he's also from Los Angels. Okay, so he was also from Los Angeles and he was a friend of Nick. Okay, next. He would love to get married and start a family, but he's waiting for the right girl to come along. So here, he would love, always he was interested to get married and start a new family and start a family. But he was interested, then also he was waiting for a right girl to come along. So why? Because he was at also the girl who enters into his life should be able to understand him, should be helpful for him. So that's why he was interested to marry, but he was looking for the good girl or the right girl to come along with him in his life. So he was waiting for that right girl. So whether he got a right girl or not, and whether he became a successful or not, all those we'll see in the next part. So keep following our channel such that we'll see all the syllabus, and the next part we'll see in the next class. Thank you very much, and thank you for watching.